What's up, guys? Welcome to our recording session. This is our 6th episode of the podcast.
That got me kind of hype.
Don't break it. Don't break your mic.
I'll spend the rest of the episode putting it back together.
I'm here. I'm back. I'm in motion. Back in service.
He used up all of his gas saying that hello.
Yeah, no, that was it. That was my last straw of energy. But I hope you guys enjoyed the last episode. I know it was like I didn't do too much with that episode. I kind of just left it as raw as possible. I don't want to cut too much out. It's usually when we record, I know what to cut out and cut out things that maybe I don't want to say. But in that one, I just wanted to keep it as raw as possible because I was keeping everything that he said. I don't know. I guess I don't know if people like that. I think people liked it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any feedback on it yet.
I haven't gotten any feedback. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to. I haven't asked anyone, so I guess we'll see. But yeah, what how was that recording experience? Without me, because I was just in the background. I wasn't even in the background. I was like popping in it, but in back and forth. I wasn't there to listen the whole time, so.
It was good for the most part. It was just a little bit different. It really just felt like an interview. Like I tried to make it as much as just like a conversation as possible, but I definitely think it kept coming off as like
an interview,
like an interview.
Okay,
yeah.
Fair.
But no, I tried to like make him laugh and make it feel somewhat like we're just sitting in Discord just talking, but it still kind of felt like it was a interview.
Do you think you got to learn a little bit more about him, or was it stuff you?
No, I want to know more. You know what I mean? I want to know the stuff that he won't let us know. That's the stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's the real Squiddy.
Well, he's working towards it.
Yeah, he said he's working towards
it. This is like the most he's shared, I feel like. Just beyond his friends. He's like willing to go on. We don't have a crazy following, but I mean, it's still out there in public, It's public information now. So,
entirely true.
Respect it. All right, so this episode, this guy, Jacob here, he don't got jack shit. So,
hey, it's going to be a cross-centric episode. So.
Yeah, cross-centric. It's going to be my domain this episode, and I'm completely fine with that. I was going through trying to see what we could talk about. There's this one thing I wanted to talk about for so long, and I haven't said it.
If nobody knows, like me and Cross, so before Thanksgiving was our really like last episode, and we talked about Thanksgiving. And so literally that week leading up and the week after, and then he was sick, and then the Squiddy episode, and now we're here. So there's a lot of stuff that Cross wanted to talk about way back.
And then it just kept building from there. And I wish I wasn't sick for so long, but man, that flu just killed me. We're past that now, which is good. Kind of.
That's good.
All right, so this has been out for a while now, but I think about a month ago, maybe a little bit less than that, Elgato released a brand new webcam called Elgato Facecam Pro. I think you've heard of the Facecam, where did you know they had a webcam initially?
Yeah.
Okay, so they had a webcam. It was called Elgato Facecam, and it was like, it wasn't the new standard, but it was like, I kind of was actually. It was like one of the best like premium webcams out there for streamers that are like dropping. Is like, why are we dropping like $200 for a webcam that's not like great, right? So that was like a
sense.
good camera, and it had good software, to good enough software that people could justify paying for that price. And then recently they came out with the Elgato Facecam Pro, which, you want to guess how much it is? It's like the new premium webcam.
I was gonna look it up. I would say, see, Elgato.
Their stuff is already expensive to begin with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like $265.
Okay, so this new webcam is like $300.
Damn.
Yeah, and then in Canadian dollars is like 400, upwards 500, like shipping, taxes, all that stuff. And I don't think it's out of stock. Like it's gone. Like the first batch, second batch gone, and then the third batch, they're like, yeah, we're gonna ship it, gone. And this thing is crazy. It's like it's the world first 4K 60 FPS webcam, and it's like it's for people that want to spend a good amount of money on just camera equipment, but they don't want to drop like $1,000 on, because when you buy like, so those of you that don't know how DSLR cameras work in streaming, you can't just plug it in and start streaming with the DSLR camera. That's not how it works. You need like a median, and that median is a capture card, which Elgato also provides. So it's like you're buying a camera that you need to buy a specific camera that doesn't, like, the shutter doesn't like turn off after a certain amount of time. You buy that camera, that could be like $600-700, and then you also got to buy the cam link, which is the capture card, for like $200, and then you also got to buy like a dummy battery, so the battery doesn't, go out midstream, because streamers, like most typical streamer, they're like 3 hours maybe minimum, 5 hours average, and then and then more. So it's just really there was no middle ground of like, oh, I could buy this webcam that's like subpar, and then I'm also gonna drop $1,000 on a whole camera setup. But this is like $300-400, which is it's pretty expensive still, but man, the quality is just, it's so good. Like you can live stream 4K 60 FPS. And it's like, this is the first time that the webcam industry has like actually moved a step into,
and mine's only 1080p.
Yeah.
So
and 4K is, it's a big difference. There's more range, there's more dynamic range. This thing is like, it's a big webcam too. It's like a box.
Yeah, I saw the picture of it. It's like, yeah, it's a thick one. Yeah. It's like this. Like if you're looking at it from a top-down view, it's like that. It just sits like that. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The reason why webcams aren't good to begin with is because they're so small. They don't have a big lens. But this, I think, has a much bigger lens. It's like comparable to some legit cameras.
I'm surprised that like cell phone companies don't make webcams. Like,
yeah, honestly,
because like if you think about it, like our cell phones can take pretty good pictures, and like now a lot of phones have like that like whole little block area of just cameras in one corner, and like the photos that it takes. Like, I don't know if you've ever done it, if you've like put on the whole like Bluetooth, like wireless, like, and use your phone as a webcam.
Yeah,
it's a lot clearer compared to like webcams that we have. But yeah, I'm actually surprised that I don't see like a Samsung one, because
they definitely could.
Yeah, because I mean they could probably put a whole bunch of little cameras all on that thing. You know what I mean?
No, they could.
Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, I don't know the underlying technologies, but I'm sure they could, because cameras they're good.
Yeah, I mean, like shit, like they could literally make a webcam that is like taller.
Yeah,
because like I feel like a lot of webcams are like they're wider, but they're tiny. But if they just like made one that's like this, and it's just like sitting there, like so, yeah. Surprise cell phones don't do it, but I guess again they're making cell phones and they're not really into the whole like computer.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's a different industry.
But yeah, I guess okay. I guess I'm surprised that computer companies haven't been making webcams
Mm,
like cell phones. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's a strange market. Like,
I guess it'd be cheaper with their parts to make webcams just like this.
yeah. Well, I'm glad Elgato has released something like this because that means their competitors can work towards something like that. Because
Yeah.
it's just like the webcam game has been so stale. Like I'm always like looking at different webcams and seeing if there's better alternatives. There's never. It's
Mhm.
like they make you pay like $200, like even and more, and it's like quality is like negligible. So yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at it and like the only on was it tomshardware.com. They
Hmm.
reviewed it. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Um let's see. Most people don't need or want to capture 4K FPS, but most people don't need this webcam. But it's a great webcam. Let's see. So the pros, excellent image quality, like you said. If you want to do it 4K, 60 FPS for sure, and the software that you use with it, because you have to use like an Elgato like cam
Yeah.
hub.
Hmm.
So they said that's good. The only cons that they have on it was that there's no privacy cover when you're done, just to cover it up.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
the price was a con, and then they were saying that images needed tweaking to look good. So yeah,
Um. Yeah. I could see that. I mean,
obviously you always have to tweak whatever like your webcam to make it.
exactly. I mean, with
Perfect.
even with great cameras, like, you still have to tweak it to make it look
Yeah.
like a certain thing. But I think it's good because I don't know. I see a practicality in it. Not because like streaming, like it's whatever. Like my images are like it's so small anyways. It's people's not gonna like see and be like, wow, it's crazy different.
Mhm.
But it's that like you can just sit at your desk and you don't have to worry about like buying a like if you're recording a video per se, like that is a webcam viable. Um, to record a whole video saying that. I think what's his name? Harris Heller.
Oh
He
yeah.
he recorded a whole 4K video on with the Elgato, and it looks great.
Mm,
So I'm
pretty cool.
excited for it, but I mean it's really expensive. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if I had the money. Like I still don't know if I would buy that webcam over like an actual camera, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Plus, it's not available anywhere.
Oh, because it's just like yeah,
Yeah, they released it and they only sell on their website. And I don't think it's distributed on retail.
yeah.
So
They're probably gonna have to wait until they have
yeah.
enough to where they can send it to like Amazon.
So I don't know if this is like going to be like sort of like a test product that they're
Mhm.
only that's like kind of like exclusive to people that actually want to buy it. Because like no one's really talking about this webcam. It kind of came and went. Um,
To be honest, webcams are like the last thing that I think of when it comes to like computer
that's true.
parts. Yeah, like because it's
Yeah,
like oh, people just want to see me, like they get to see me. It's
hmm
like I don't need to have it
yeah,
super crazy, but
that's fair.
webcams do help. When it's super nice and clear, everyone's like,
Yeah,
"Wow, did you get a new webcam?" It's like, no, I turned my lights on.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, I am obsessive with that kind of stuff. But I mean, I like to make things look good for myself and not
Mhm.
like for other people. Like, cause I know
Makes
people are
sense.
like, yeah, there's no point in getting all these upgrades because it doesn't really matter for you viewers. I'm like, I don't really care about what my viewers think. It's just more like I like to make it look nice. But
Yeah,
um,
makes sense.
yeah, that's the camera that's been out by Elgato, the most recent thing by them. They're always releasing stuff. They're releasing cardboard and selling it for like $50. It's crazy.
Releasing what?
they release like a cardboard box. It's not a cardboard box. It's like soundproofing, but it looks
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
cardboard. But obviously they're gonna sell it for a lot.
Did you see
Um,
the Stream Deck that they're releasing?
yeah.
The one that has little knobs.
Hmm.
I
I
thought that was pretty
saw
cool.
it. Yeah. They're just releasing shit. I don't know how they're so readily releasing so much. I mean, a lot of it is like just of the same thing that
You
they
know,
already have, but
it goes. It makes me wonder, right? Like, how is Elgato really making their money? Okay, because it's like if the products themselves are good, gamers and streamers and content creators wouldn't necessarily have to buy it a lot. You buy it one time, you're good
exactly.
for 4 years, and then you have to buy it again, you know? But it's like, is Elgato stuff like, does it break after a year and that's how they make their money? Because they cater it more towards gamers and it's like a
Mhm.
lower price compared to other competitors. And it's like we see it and we're like, oh, that's a good price. I'm just gonna buy that now because Elgato's a good name. Everyone has that.
Exactly.
It breaks, and then you're paying double on it when you could have just spent, you know, $500 on a good camera, and then you have it for 4 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It makes me wonder, like, because I've bought Elgato stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I got a capture card, um, and a Stream Deck. That's really the only things I bought from Elgato. Um, yeah, it just makes me wonder. It's like how many people are out there just actively buying Elgato products?
Yeah,
You
they're
know?
releasing a lot. Like for capture cards, for example, they have so many that like some capture cards they it became redundant of what they released, so they had to vault it and not
Mhm.
sell it for the market anymore. It was just yeah, I don't know. It's like I bought one capture card and then months later there's another one. I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'm returning this, and then getting the other
Oh yeah, because
one.
they keep just updating, right?
Yeah, it's like a little update that they do, and then they sell it for like $50 more each time.
And then isn't there one that you can like attach to the back of your computer? You can put one into your
Yeah, so
computer.
that
It's
one's no longer available.
the 4K 60 Pro, the one that's on their website.
I think so. Or they vaulted something. Or yeah, they
Yeah,
got
this one. Yeah, it's a 4K 60 Pro. You just plug it in. It goes to the back of your computer. It's you can buy it for two
it
hundred fifty
goes
dollars.
back of your computer, or does it go inside of your computer?
Well, like it's like in the I don't know exactly how to
Oh
describe
yeah,
it,
okay.
but
It's where your graphics card would go.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
one of those. And so
I don't know if those are still around.
yeah, that's it's like they have that one, and
Yeah.
I guess that's better if you're dual PC streaming. So that way, it's just you plug it into the computer. You don't have to worry about a whole another like the
Yeah.
card itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, huh. 'Cause, yeah, looking at their store, like they have a lot of like a lot of stuff
They
to.
have
I guess
everything.
yeah. So I guess people would definitely be buying from Elgato a lot because I mean you can buy an XLR mic. They have the arms. I do actually want to get an Elgato stream mic arm. Um, those look nice.
Oh yeah. But
But yeah,
yeah,
Elgato's kind of expensive. Jesus Louise.
they are expensive. I wish they were more budget friendly. But then again, I guess that would maybe make it so that they can't make profit.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, the HD60 is another capture card that they have.
Yeah.
That one looks so these capture cards look a lot different compared to what I used.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I think they have to make it expensive is because like there there's no product like that. That's
Yeah.
like where are you gonna find a good capture card other than Elgato? There's no competitor, so they're gonna make it expensive. And then like Stream Deck, there's no decent Stream Deck from other companies. It's like like I've seen reviews of other Stream Decks by other streamers and whatever YouTubers, and they're like, "Oh, this is great," and then weeks later they go back to Elgato,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, they have
A lot of the
the
times they're just saying, "Oh, it's good." And then you have to like scroll down and look and it's like hashtag ad. It's like
yeah,
they have to give some
um,
good feedback on it and they just never use it again after that ad.
it's like they have their what is it? They have their amp, their for
Mhm.
XLR mics. I actually really like that. I don't want to buy the whole Go XLR Mini. That's crazy. Like that's expensive.
Did you buy an XLR? A Go XLR?
I got it gifted, not the Go XLR,
okay.
but the Wave XLR, which is by Elgato, which is just a dumbed down version.
Oh, you have the Wave XLR?
Well, yeah, that's how it powers this mic, or else I can't use this mic.
Oh, I thought you had like a Go XLR Mini.
No.
Gotcha. So you have the Wave XLR, okay?
Yeah. Which can be cool. Like a little bit difficult with dual streaming routing, but there's always ways. There's always ways to route your stuff. It's just pain.
The Wave XLR looks weird. It's just a big knob. That's it.
Just the big knob, and then there's 3 channels. So you press the knob, and it changes to your mic, to your headphones, and then there's like a shuffle thing.
You push the knob in,
and then you tap the top to mute. It's just a simple little. It's just a simple design. It's like very minimal. You can't do all the stuff that you do. Actually, now you can, because so Go XLR has a whole panel, and like they have the sliders for like voice effects and whatever. But Wave XLR, they have a software built in.
Oh, and you do everything on the software.
And you do everything on the software.
Does that Wave XLR coincide pretty well with the Stream Deck? Have you like tested it out, like little things on the Stream Deck, or no?
No. But I think they do. I think they released a control on Stream Deck to work with the Wave XLR. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I'll have to check into it if I ever get
the
one.
whole streamer gear is so like, it's so new.
That
like it's just Elgato for now.
Yeah.
Until someone better comes along, which inevitably I hope will happen. Competition is always good for technology.
You're right.
All right, enough Elgato.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, not. So I just kept looking at the different stuff, and I was going to talk about
final thing you want to talk.
No.
Okay.
No, it's good. We're not sponsored by Elgato, so let's move on.
No, they'll watch this and be like, wow, these guys are enthusiasts.
Yeah, at first I was like, how are they making their money? I was like, oh, you know what?
It's all them podcasts. The next thing I want to talk about was Phonk. Have you heard of Phonk?
I mean, I've heard of old school Phonk,
but the new Phonk, like
no, I've never heard of it.
With a P. It's
a PH,
PHON, and then K. Phonk.
PHONK,
which is a derivative of the funk, OG funk,
like FUNK.
FUNK, yeah. But now they call it funk, which is like a subgenre of hip hop and trap.
Yeah.
And it originally from Memphis rap.
It's a subgenre
of hip hop and trap.
Hip hop and trap.
Yeah. So it's like you have to listen to it to understand. I mean, it's funk.
I mean, do you have a certain song that I can listen to? Because I mean, they can't hear it on my end. I'll be able to listen to it. Well,
go to there's an artist called Moon Deity. Just listen to any of their songs.
All right, and keep going. What you're gonna say?
You might. Well, it's just crazy. Like it's just that's the Phonk just came out of nowhere. Like it's just I don't know. Like if you're on TikTok a lot, but it's just it became popularized in TikTok. It's like some type of like horrorcore, hip hop, trap. I know one of our viewers, Tigers, he loves to listen to that, and it came from a Russian racing music. That's like kind of where it started with the production of like funk music. I might be misinformed, but And then that translated over to TikTok, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this thing is like crazy." And then it like went into the whole gym culture, all lifting stuff with that music, and then that whole like
So
Giga Chad Sigma on
it's a
TikTok.
subgenre of hip hop and trap music,
Yeah.
directly inspired by 1990s Memphis rap.
Yes.
What? The genre deploys distorting techniques such as chopped and screwed. See, I've heard of chopped and screwed before. That was like back in the day. They
Mhm.
would do like rap songs like chopped and screwed.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's where it got inspired from. Instead, it's not really rap. It's like instrumental. Um, yeah, and it's at its peak right now. Everyone's obsessed with it. I certainly was for like a good week, and then I'm like, this is like just the same. It's like you listen to it, and it's like the same shit. It's really hard to get like there's a reason why it's a subgenre. It's like everyone does the same thing with funk. You can't get away from that. So after a while, you just like this. I'm listening to the same illustration of different artists.
like honestly, it just sounds like it. Honestly, I've so blah blah blah.
There's supposed to be
Spotify
like
has
four
a
aspects to it.
Spotify has the scariest thing is the fact that people like this. So Spotify has a funk playlist. They have a curated,
Yeah,
official
they
curated
do.
one.
Yeah, I bet it's
Um,
popping.
so it it's for drifters. So people that like drift in cars.
Yeah,
Like that's what
that's
it's
where
more
it
like geared
started.
towards.
Mhm.
And the songs, like literally everything that I hear just sounds like I'm watching a TikTok video.
Yeah, that's
Like
why. That's where it got popularized. So
like it's literally just
when you listen to it now, it's like you can't unhear it. It's like ingrained in your memory that it's just
like
a TikTok song.
it's those TikTok videos that aren't good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's those TikTok videos that are very cringy and like it's this one that you see and you're just like, and then it is obnoxiously loud the moment that you
Yeah.
flip it on.
Yeah.
It's just in your ears and they like you're just watching it, you're just like and you just
Yeah.
change it. You know what I mean?
I don't get it. I think it's another just hype thing for certain group of people.
Yeah, I mean to each their own.
I don't get the TikTok like those videos, but I can understand the funk like music because it's like racing, whatever. You can get it, you can get amped up.
I just don't see why that like they would name its own like genre. I would consider this just trance music or trap music or like trance.
It's just subgenre, so it's not really a genre.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So subgenres are, usually they're there, and then they either, kind of fade into obscurity or they just die. Like soft rock was a subgenre.
To be honest, okay, I understand. So there shouldn't necessarily be subgenres because, like, when you look at funk subgenre, there's a subgenre of funk already called drift funk, which is about the drifting community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's redundant. You don't need it, but people.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta label everything. So they need a place, Jacob. They need a home.
Yeah, we're gonna name it funk.
It's not funk, but it's funk.
But funk. Because this is funkin' terrible. Like,
Listen.
what? No.
Okay.
Get the funk out of here.
Yeah.
With
Well,
this-
it's curated a lot of views on TikTok. Last time I checked,
Yeah.
billions of views.
To each their own, right?
Crazy.
Man, music has just gone downhill nowadays.
Hey, maybe we're just old, That's like the new taste.
I don't want none.
Maybe you'll get into it.
Oh no.
All right, so I want to do a quick little segment for Game of the Year predictions because that's happening
It's gonna be God of War Ragnarok.
soon. So, do you know the whole pool of games that are?
It's gonna be close.
There's Elden
And
Ring.
Elden Ring's gonna be second. Elden Ring's gonna be second.
You think Elden Ring's gonna be second?
Yeah, I think Elden Ring will win the best RPG of the year. But I think best game of the year is gonna go to Ragnarok.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of, I gotta bring up that stream because there's drops.
For what?
The game of the year game awards.
Oh yeah. So there's God of War. There's Elden Ring. There's this game called Stray, which is about cats. Which is
Yeah,
they're
the
not
cat
gonna know
one.
what Game of the Year. And then there's Xenoblade Chronicles 3, which is like I think it's an anime JRPG.
Yep.
And then there's A Plague Tale. I've seen it. I don't know what it's about.
Requiem.
Yeah, and then there's Forbidden Forest, which I don't know if it's a DLC or if it's just another
That's the second game.
Second game, okay. Which I don't think is like these competitors are pretty weak.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be between Ragnarok and Elden Ring for sure.
Okay, so Ragnar, Elden Ring.
But I can see them splitting it.
Are there different like do they get placements or is it just like this game won Game of the Year? Is there like second or first?
I think they just do this game one game of the year. That's it.
Gotcha. I think it's gonna be Elden Ring, but I don't know.
I can see it. I can definitely see it, but if it wins best RPG, I don't think it wins game of the year.
Yeah.
If for some reason it loses RPG, then it wins game of the year.
I think it's
I don't see it taking
awards already. But,
in Game Awards?
No, yeah. Don't they just have
previous?
like critics and shit? Critic awards. I don't know. There's always like when you go on Elden Ring, I think there is like they have just a picture and then they have like a bunch of ratings that they have. It's like 9 out of 10 on IGN and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. You also gotta know too that when it comes to God of War, like it just came out last week. Or like 3 weeks ago.
That is true, but I'm just basing it around the hype of those two games.
Yeah,
I feel like Elden Ring was just like it was like a fever dream.
Exactly. So if you remember back a couple episodes ago, we were talking about Black Friday and like what games you would like to see for Black Friday. The one game you couldn't think of was Elden Ring.
Yeah.
So like it was definitely a fever dream. Like it was.
It was great. Man.
I'm not knocking the game. I'm not knocking the game at all. The game was phenomenal. But it came out too early in the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like we forgot about it. We beat the shit out of that game. We forgot about it, and then like, I think they recently had an update too for something.
Yeah. Damn, that was a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember just playing that. That's the only thing I played for 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, same.
And you were hesitant at first.
Yeah, I didn't want to buy it.
And then
12-man gifted it to me.
12-man gifted it to you, and you're like, God, I have to.
Yeah, I had to at least beat it.
Yeah, it was worth it.
I have to use the restroom. We like pause it right here and go. I'll make sure when I come.
Bam.
All right. Yeah. You ever fart and then like you don't necessarily know whether or not it's going to be good or bad?
Couple times.
Yeah. And sometimes like you just shit yourself.
Damn.
That didn't happen to me, but
you just
could have
about it. Okay,
it could have if I would have trusted it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I fully have done that before.
Yeah, wait till you get older. It's because I eat terribly, and so my body is just in a terrible spot right now. So while I was in the bathroom, I was on my phone and I saw that best esports game was Valorant on the Game Awards.
Wow.
Valorant won best esports game. Yeah, it ended up beating out Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Dota 2, and Rocket League.
Wow.
Yeah, so ended up beating that out, and then I think I saw for best esports player, Yay won it. Best esports athlete, that's the category.
Not
They won it.
surprising.
Loud won the best esports team. Bazooka won the best esports coach, and best esports event was League of Legends 2022.
Yeah, that was
What
a good
I'm
event.
surprised, I am surprised when it came to best esports team, right? It says recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization, judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2022. You had Dark Zero Esports for Apex Legends. You had Loud for Valorant. You had Gen G for League of Legends, FaZe Clan for CSGO, and you had LA Thieves for Call of Duty,
Mhm.
right? And Loud won it for Valorant. I'm surprised that they didn't put. I guess because they won champions, right? That's probably why they put them there.
Who,
I was
who,
gonna say Optic. Optic
well,
Gaming.
they don't
That
have the
team.
best track record for conduct.
Again, the category said not the full organization, just the team.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
I
like the
mean,
Optic Valorant team.
I
Like
mean, yeah,
because they did so well throughout the entire year. And
They
sure,
did.
they didn't win champions, but they did win a Masters. And they
Mm.
were top 3, almost like every event. But I mean, I give it to Loud. They won the biggest of them all. So that's probably why
Maybe
they got
didn't
put there.
get
But
picked because of the coach,
oh,
Optic coach Chet.
you think so? Oh, because what he said,
Yeah,
he did something right. I forgot.
he was basically discrediting the winner when he lost. It was like unprofessional, and like he was like kind of braiding them. I don't know. I'm sure that didn't really count for it. I don't think they were. I mean, maybe they looked at that, but I mean, I think Loud and Optic, they're pretty neck and neck, and I think it was just one thing just won over Loud.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Damn. Well, I mean, Loud got their thing, and then I guess Yay kind of was an Optic player.
Yeah, I mean,
Yay
Yay was the best
got their
athlete.
spotlight a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, maybe if they did this earlier, maybe Tens would have gone that spot. Maybe.
Oh, true.
But I don't think he was even in the discussion.
Yeah, Game of the Year hasn't been chosen, right? No, voting has already been closed. Oh, you see, also too, people vote for the Game of the Year, right?
Mm.
Oh, so maybe. Okay, from what I forgot. So most likely, Elden Ring will probably win Game of the Year. I forgot that it's
like
like
the voting system.
Yeah, the gamers choose it. So
the gamers.
I forget.
I'll be happy with Elden Ring winning or God of War. I think they're both worthy contenders. Great games, but both great games came out this year.
That's true. You are entirely right about that. So I do have a question for you. So when you used to play League of Legends a lot, did you watch League of Legends like the actual play?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know who Doublelift is?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone is freaking out on Twitter right now.
He's some TSM.
Because he's on 100 Thieves now, and he's playing this year.
Oh.
They got him out of retirement. They released a video. Yeah. So I also saw that too. So it's because they were like, wow. Can you believe that Doublelift and is it Bjorgensen, or how you pronounce his name?
Bjorgensen.
Yeah, they're on the same team.
Damn.
And so
that's pretty hype.
Yeah, so they have 2 rookies that they brought up from their development team, I guess.
Yeah.
Their academy. There we go. They brought up 2 people from their academy. They kept Closer from last year, who I heard was good. And then they got Doublelift out of retirement, and then they got the other guy.
Dang, that's gonna be something to watch.
So man. Yeah, they're definitely that was just released 33 minutes ago. So
that's crazy. Bro, League is great to watch.
I just wish I could get into it. Maybe I should just try to watch it.
It's great because it's like literally 10 years of esports, and like you watch a team. Like there was the reason why this year was so good is
Hmm.
because DRX won. And that was like a 10-year dream for them. And they finally took the World Cup. And it was like, I don't know, it was such an emotional festival. Everyone was like so invested. Like you watch a team from 10 years ago and then you see them now on stadium, like, and they're winning. It's like, it's great.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it's a great tournament. I haven't watched any recently just because Valorant, but
Yeah.
maybe you should get into it.
I'll try. So question. So with these people that are on 100 Thieves right now, like that, I guess that is it Jergson? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Bjergsen.
Bjergsen? How you pronounce it? Bjergsen?
B. Jeriksen, but it's like people say Bjergsen because they don't know.
Bjergsen, yeah, because it's yeah, okay. So it's like Bjork, kind of like yeah. Okay, so is he really good?
Yeah, the Hem and Doublelift are like they're legendary. They're crazy good.
Are they like the same age, or are they just
They're
like one's younger?
Age. I think Doublelift isn't he's
in the content video, he's like, I could do that with my eyes closed, and I'm almost 30.
Yeah,
I think he says he's like
is 30. Oh, Bjergsen is 26. Damn. He looks a lot older though because he's got a lot of facial hair.
But in his own right, he's really good at League of Legends.
Oh yeah, they're both really good. Everyone was like sad that they retired. That's how good they were.
Oh, the other guy retired too? Not just Doublelift?
I don't think they were. Yeah, I don't think either of them were playing.
Oh snap!
Yeah, and now that they're on the same team, it's pretty crazy. Because TSM, they dominated TSM for a long time. I don't know if they were both on TSM. I think they were. Maybe. I can't remember. But I know Doublelift was a big part of TSM. And yeah, League of Legends is the reason why TSM got so big. It's because they won Worlds a couple times. Okay. I'm not too educated on the winnings and whatnot, but
yeah, I guess it just says pending Riot approval. So if Riot lets this go through, then that's the whole new
100 Thieves
roster. Yeah.
Wow.
I know that they had. I know 100 Thieves had another player on the roster that's been there since the beginning of like 100 Thieves League of Legends, and they had like a Hall of Fame ceremony. I don't know if you saw that. So they had a Hall of Fame ceremony for 3 players. 2 of them were from the Call of Duty team. They gave them like a Letterman jacket, the 100 Thieves Letterman jacket, and then they have like banners of them now. Like in their, they have like their jerseys hung up on their wall in the office, and it's like the Hall of Fame. I forgot who the person was. He left 100 Thieves. He left 100 Thieves to go to another team. I think Evil Geniuses. What was his name? Did you know who was on 100 Thieves roster back then, last year?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe he's. I guess you haven't watched in a while, so I guess you wouldn't necessarily know if he was really good or not.
The League of Legends team, I always thought it was so strange because it was like a couple Americans and then there was like a couple Koreans. I think
there was just one.
Or just I think one, it was. Yeah, and I was like, why is he there? Because I think it looked like he just came from Korea to America to play, but I don't know. Maybe he's.
Yeah, that was the that's the guy who I was talking about.
He went to Evil Geniuses.
I think he went to Evil. He went to another team. I know that he left.
I don't know his name.
Someday.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where he went to now, but oh yeah, he's currently top laner for Evil Geniuses.
Nice.
So he left to go join them. But yeah, they had like a whole like Hall of Fame like ceremony for like him. I think like Envoy and somebody else, Kenny from the 100 Thieves, Octane and Kenny
from Valorant. Kenny S.
From
God,
from the Call of Duty team. Yeah, they gave him the jackets, and then what guy?
Kenny S. or whatever his name is. He's a Valorant player from. Oh, what was the team that just came out of nowhere? It's not guard. It was
Ghost Gaming.
version 1. Version 1. They were like
V1?
doing really well. Kenny was in there. I don't think
I'm not.
I don't think he's I don't know. But anyways, that's off topic. That's crazy. I gotta watch League again.
But yeah, I thought I would bring that up to you because I've only heard of Doublelift one time because I was watching like a OTV video, and I think
that guy's cracked.
I think Peter Park was talking about. I think I was watching Peter Parks talk about the one time that he was with the League of Legends team and he like who mega loled Doublelift. He didn't know who that was. Like he heard of Doublelift, but he didn't know what the guy looked like in person.
Yeah.
So they ended up doing that. Wasn't Scara a pro in League of Legends?
Yeah, he was with Digital or something. It's like Digi something.
Oh, Digitas or yeah. I know.
He was with them as a coach, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. But Doublelift is the guy that's dating Lena from TSM. That was previously the management of TSM, and now is management of OTV.
Oh,
Lena XU or whatever. Yeah, they're dating.
Gotcha. Well, I guess good for him.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Everyone's just like, it's the new meta. Everyone's just like, they retire and then they go back.
Yeah, I guess. I wonder. I wonder if he just had that. I wonder if he just had that itch, or if like 100 Thieves offered him some good money. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm sure regardless, he got offered good money.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because he has a lot of value, face value. That's cool.
I mean, what they he's
not at his prime anymore, but still 30. Like, is gonna be good. Probably better than most players.
Yeah, the last thing he played was the 2020 LCS Summer Playoffs. TSM got first, and then he didn't play another after that.
Yeah.
So retired for a good 2 years and said, "Fuck it, I'm coming back." 2-3 years, I guess.
There's a good team to come back to as well. 100 Thieves.
Yeah,
because they won Worlds last year, I think.
I know they won something.
Did they not win Worlds?
Let's see.
Maybe they won like Legionals.
They won something because they got the trophy because they had that whole.
I think they won Worlds.
They had that whole video with
Lil Nas.
Lil Nas X, yeah.
Yeah, I think they did win Worlds. You know, they had to have. I think.
Well, they didn't win the World Championship.
Something like Nationals then.
They won the 2021 LCS Championship.
Oh, so they did.
But they didn't win the 2022 World Championship.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's always fun to see. It's either like NA dominated or it's always Koreans dominating.
Yeah, they won the LCS Championship. They qualified for the 2021 League of Legends World Championship, but then they finished third in their group and were eliminated, placing like 9 and 12th overall in their season. So it seems like 100 Thieves was always good in just, I guess, regional play, but then when it gets to World Championship, they get knocked off pretty fast.
But they won. You know, last year.
Well, they didn't win the World Championship.
What did they win then? You said they won LCS Championship.
They won there's a 2021 LCS Championship. And so basically it says, this time around, 100 Thieves defeated Team Liquid in a 3-0 sweep to win the 2021 LCS Championship and qualify for the 2021 League of Legends World Championship.
Oh, not World Championship. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like they just won like their for the US area. They won the championship. And then, yeah. So
okay. I was like, because I saw that news. I'm like, damn, they won the Worlds? And then fuck them.
Yeah, so they just won the season.
Yeah, their ass.
They it seems like they can win the season, but when it comes to the actual World Championship,
that's tough because that's like a game that's been out for so long. Esports been 10 years, dude. Like you're coming in as a new team. no experience, that's gotta be like one of the hardest thing to do in esports
Mhm.
currently. Just breaking into that scene, even like as a team like 100 Thieves. 'Cause they've been
Yeah.
doing that for there's a team that's just been doing it for years. They've been in that game. Anyways, um, did you have anything more to add? The
No, I
process.
just
I want to talk a little bit about um after playing for a little bit, a good amount of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
oh,
I
okay.
want to talk about my disappointments. So there's more cons than pros with that game for me, unfortunately. I got it the day before it came out, and
Mhm.
then I played midnight. And I was like, damn, this is fucking awesome. Another Pokemon game. The immediate brick wall I hit was the performance issues. This is something that you'll just see when you search a Pokemon Violence Scarlet performance issues, blah blah blah. And it's so bad. It's so bad. Like there, you could like the camera is the camera work is terrible. Like you'll sometimes clip through the world. I think you've seen a couple maybe. Um,
Yep.
there's a lot of glitches. There's terrains that are not loading. And it's laggy. Like, why the fuck is it laggy, bro?
Yeah.
I didn't expect to play a Switch game and to experience lag, you know?
Yeah.
Because you play a console game and you don't really expect to lag. It's like it's supposed to be a fluid experience. Um and I played it. I was like getting 15 frames and I was like, what the hell am I playing? And you have to restart the game every now and then because when it's on for too long, the coding gets all messed up, and then you're just crazy performance issues, and you can tell because you're riding a mount essentially, and that's how you travel through the world. It's like having like that steed in Elden Ring. So you travel the world with this mount, and you can visibly tell how laggy it is on every interaction. And you know what? With lag, there's input lag too. So it's like it's
Yeah.
crazy, man. Aside from that, which I hope they will just fix through small patches, and I think they can do that. I think my biggest disappointment is that this game isn't even like the hardest game to run. There were other games that are way hard to run and they ran flawlessly. So there's some optimization issues that they have to fix. And this whole open world aspect, I feel like it doesn't mesh well together with the whole turn-based strategy game. It's just awkward for me. um and it's just the world feels kind of dead in my opinion. There's a lot of cool Pokemons. Um the design of the Pokemons, I also feel like they kind of cheaped out a little bit. Like it's like they made another version of a Diglett, but it's a water version. So it's called a Wiglet.
Really? Wiglet?
A Wiglet. And then
Oh my
yeah, and then you'll go around and you'll see these Pokemons that are just like a square and a triangle. I'm like what, like are we playing geometry now? Like I'm really disappointed in the Pokemon design as well in this gen. Besides the legendaries, I feel like that's where they put all their money in, and then everything else are like, we're gonna do a little bit. But it's like it's really hard to keep making new stuff. They have like thousands of Pokemons. It's
Yeah.
like at some point you're gonna hit a point where you just can't make new Pokemons that look original. You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop at some
Yeah,
point.
they just yeah.
Or
I
just
can see that.
continue the story or something. I don't know. Like make a sequel of a game. Like I feel like that could work. And my biggest disappointment out of all the things I just ranted about is the gym battles. Like the gym battles are so fucking boring. It's just oh my god. So the whole reason why I like Pokemon gym battles is that you go into a gym, a different
Mhm.
gym. It's different typings each time, different levels, and there's a certain amount of puzzle that you have to do. Whether it's hard or not, it's a puzzle. And when you're doing the puzzles, you're also going to trainers, battling them, and you finally get to the gym leader, and then you win, and you go back. I enjoyed that. I think that was a good format. It was like a fresh little thing for each gym. In this game, there's no puzzle. It's okay. There is a puzzle, but they do a gym test. So like one of the gym tests is like, hey, go get this like bread from this person, and that's your gym test. Or like grab this wallet and bring it to the gym leader that forgot it at this fish market. And I'm just like, man. And then when you're done, you go into the gym and then you talk to one of the guys, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do a challenge for you. And then you go into the stadium and then you do a gym battle. You don't actually go through the gym. The gym is just like a building. It's a tall building. Every gym looks the same. It's a tall building, and they make you do a gym test for every single one of them. And it was cool at first. It's like, wow, they're doing a little new style, and then it just gets redundant. It's like, it just seems a little less thought out, not as well thought out. And then there's like, and then there's another gym. And so there's the main gym, and then there's like, there's the villains. There's always a villain in a Pokemon game. And they made it so that it's like another type of gym. So you do 8 of those, and then you do 8 of the main gyms. So it's like 16 total gyms. And then one thing I do like is like you go around the world, and there's these giant Pokemons, and they're like, it's essentially a world boss, and you go around, you kill them, and then you gain like certain abilities. I think that's cool, but all in all, I'm pretty sad about the game.
Yeah.
I don't think that game works in open world unless they do something that's a little bit more dynamic battling, not the turn-based. I do like turn-based, but I think it's like you're trying to mix like a classic mechanic with a newer type of gameplay. And I'm just like, it doesn't work. Like you got to do something more dynamic, like a dynamic combat system.
Yeah.
So that's my gripes.
And
other than that, dude, it's great. I mean, the graphics are good.
Are they though? It's like
yeah.
360p.
The graphics are better, I think, and the world is a little bit more filled. There's a lot of Pokemons. Kind of gets annoying sometimes because you like accidentally run into them, and you're like, "Fuck, I have to battle this thing." There's a little Wiglet. I mean, a lot of other people seem to be enjoying it, though. I think.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that I haven't played it, but the biggest gripe I have is the fact that it's not technologically sound. There's so, like you said, there's so many glitches.
Yeah,
the FPS is terrible. I've seen TikToks, I've seen videos on it that where just how horrible it looks, and I think that doesn't necessarily lie on the company themselves. I feel like it's more on Nintendo. I think that they need to make a better console.
Oh yeah,
because I felt like it seems like the creators of the game were basically had their hands tied with what they could use engine wise. And it's like they need to make a console. Like I get that Nintendo wants to go the whole mobile route, and with that, like fine, that's cool. Make a mobile route, yes, but then also too make a console. You shouldn't have to goddamn Switch, stick it on a thing.
It's a cheap
and
solution.
Then have it. Yeah, it's like, oh, now you have a console. Like, no, bitch, make an actual console.
Yeah,
have great like graphics with it. Like, think how beautiful that Pokemon game could look if it was 1080p 60 frames.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's all I want.
And like, yeah, like Nintendo could make so much money if they had an actual console. They would sell so much more games if they had an actual console. Keep this whole mobile Switch shit for a Game Boy. Like, stop making these mobile Switches and just make a Game Boy. That's it.
Yeah.
You can keep the whole Joy-Con controller if you want to. Like, fuck it. Like, keep that as your controller or whatever, so that way you can still use the whole Joy-Cons whenever you want to with your big ass console. But yeah, like from where they're at now, like I know Nintendo sells out a lot. Nintendo sells. Like I get it. Like they easily can keep doing what they're doing, bringing out shitty, consoles that barely make ends meet with what they have in them. People are gonna buy them. And
Yeah.
it's like games would look so much beautiful. Was it
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild?
Mm-hmm.
So much more better.
Yeah.
Think how cool Super Smash Bros, Super Mario Odyssey, was it Mario Party, Mario Kart,
Yeah.
like all these different games, like, and they could end up making more games. And there's,
Yeah.
yeah, that's just, uh, yeah.
Or just
And then when
make a powerful console. Like fuck.
exactly,
Like do what Steam Deck is doing. Like they're running PC games, and yeah, sure they encounter lags, but that's the limitation. Like it's not a PC. But man, if they had those specs, put that into a Nintendo Switch, dude, everything would be great.
yeah.
But
What and if they're not going to do that, what they need to do is they need to make a good enough handheld to at least do cloud gaming.
yeah,
They need to have a good
Yeah.
internet receptor for Wi-Fi to do cloud gaming. Because I mean, Microsoft Xbox Game Pass is going to end up going, more, cloud gaming route.
yeah,
I can easily play games off the cloud, and it comes directly from Microsoft servers. Like it plays off their servers.
Mhm.
I just have to have a good internet connection.
yeah,
Like, come on, Nintendo, like shit. Because like they make a beefier console. Studios like people that make Pokemon, they're able to make a better game. And the thing is, though, with Pokemon, like I want an open world Pokemon game, and not the open world that they think we want, because their open world is an illusion. Because it's not open world.
No.
It gives the illusion of an open world, but it's very linear. Because it's like you do the same shit every time. You do what? You wake up in the world, you create your character, you walk around till you meet the professor, you get your Pokemon, and then you go on an adventure. You go to the first gym, you beat the first gym. You go to the second gym, you beat the second gym. You have to go through a cave
Yeah.
at some point.
There's no alternate routes.
Like it's
just
all the
much
same.
of the same. Yeah.
Yeah, like there needs to be an open world. There needs to be quests. There needs to be missions. There needs to
Mhm.
be, NPCs. I want fucking 10,000 pages of dialogue. Like I want great. I want Skyrim-esque Pokemon.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to I want to be able to be a Pokemon trainer and
Mhm.
make my own impact. You know what I mean? If it takes me fucking 25 years to beat the game like Ash Ketchum did to become a Pokemon master, I should be able to do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. 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 They could do so much, but they take so long. And yeah,
But
they keep releasing these different versions of the Switch. Like, just stop. Like, we don't need it. Like,
yeah,
they have the
they
Switch.
had an
Yeah.
upgraded version of the Switch. It's just an OLED screen.
Yeah.
Like,
And
bitch.
it's like, damn, like, but your fucking console can't keep up with it.
Yeah, people trying to play Fall Guys, it lags. Fortnite lags.
Yeah. It's
Like-
just all bad. But
It's sad that mobile gaming is better than Switch gaming.
That's sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it takes a lot to improve on the performance aspect. I don't think it does. I think they're just not doing it. Because, just look at phones. Our phones are smaller than the Switch, and it has
Yep.
crazy amount of power. Like, there's gaming phones.
Microsoft wants to buy Activision Blizzard for one thing and one thing only. Sony thinks it's Call of Duty. Microsoft's like, no, we want King. And King is a game studio within Activision Blizzard, and King is the one that does Candy Crush. Because Microsoft is trying to get into mobile gaming, because the makers of Candy Crush, King, make $1 billion off Candy Crush. So it's like,
Damn.
that's what they really want Activision Blizzard for, is because of that, because they want to get into mobile
That's
gaming.
crazy.
But Sony's like, oh my God, they're going to take Call of Duty away from us. It's like, they even said that they want to keep it on all platforms.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah.
And they even gave a deal to PlayStation to ensure that at least for 10 years, Call of Duty will always be on PlayStation. 10 years. Right. That's like for sure. Like, it, you don't have to worry about it. And they went through and signed the deal with Switch. So Call of Duty is going to be on the Switch for the next 10 years. And it's like, how is that going to be possible on the Switch? Like, I get there's Warzone Mobile, right? But then again, we were just talking about the Switch not being able to run certain games.
Can't
So
run
it's like,
Pokemon, so I don't know what else can. I just,
but,
I don't know. There's,
but yeah, they also did the same thing with Steam. They did the whole agreement for 10 years to make sure that Call of Duty is always going to be on Steam for the next 10 years. And Steam was
Sure.
like, we're not going to sign that. He's like, because we
What?
don't need to, because we trust Microsoft, because
Oh, okay.
Microsoft has always been very upfront with us with what they want to do with their games. They always release it day one on Steam, and we never have any problems with it. So we don't need to sign that contract with them because we trust what they say.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like
They don't need a
Sony's not
risk.
trusting it. Sony's not trusting it. He's like, no. But yeah, so
Morbius. We don't have anything.
but yeah, that's what's going on with the whole Microsoft Activision Blizzard. But dude, I hope that Microsoft gets Activision Blizzard. Because you know how nice it'd be to have a World of Warcraft on Game Pass? That way I don't have to have like a separate subscription. Just pay for Game Pass and I have World of Warcraft subscriction.
That'll be interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're definitely gonna make it more expensive then.
I don't know. Maybe not.
You don't think so? On top
No,
of
because I mean, we get, so with Game Pass, you spend, if you get Game Pass Ultimate, it's $15 already, right?
Yeah.
With that there, you already get a $5 subscription to EA Play. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe.
So,
That'll
but
be
yeah,
good.
I could see them like maybe going like $20 a month.
I don't want to pay $20 a month for a while. I just want to just get Game Pass.
No, yeah, if they go $20 a month for like Game Pass to include the WoW subscription, I would just do Game Pass.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That would make a lot more sense.
Yeah, but also too, starting on the 12th of December, the whole Riot Game Pass stuff is going to go into effect.
Yeah.
And so people are going to get the whole stuff from Game Pass now.
That'll be
for
good.
Valorant, League of Legends, and Teamfight Tactics, I think.
Microsoft taking over the world. Microsoft.
Maybe not taking over the world. They're just trying to bring games to more people.
Yeah. Well, they're just like, one big mothership. That's good. I like what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're making, more available, especially with Game Pass. People are actually excited to see what's like coming to Game Pass. Like someone in your chat said, it's like, I'm so excited for this game to come to Game Pass. Or was it? I don't know who it was. It was like yesterday. It's like, oh, Mass Effect is coming to Game Pass.
Oh yeah, Mass Effect's on Game Pass. Yeah.
So
it's so good. I know that they recently added the Star Wars Skywalker saga. So that's gonna come on Game Pass, and Hello Neighbor 2 just came out on Game Pass as well.
Oh shoot!
And so
spooky.
I don't know if you've tried that one yet. Try to escape.
Hello Neighbor.
Hello Neighbor, yeah. Because that's the one to where like you face the AI.
Yeah.
Oh, but also too, Monster Hunter Rise is going to be on. Did I say Monster? Did I say Monster Hunter Rise?
Monster Hunter. Oh, damn.
Yeah, Monster Hunter. I caught myself on that one. No, but Monster Hunter Rise is going to be coming to Game Pass as well.
Might have to try that game.
Yeah, I'll try that for sure since it's on Game Pass.
Good stuff.
Yep. You got a lot of good stuff on here.
Let's see. Okay, so Finalmouse. You know Finalmouse?
I know who Finalmouse is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Finalmouse is like this hype drop product made by I don't know whoever the fuck, but it's been out for a while. I think it got popularized by Fortnite and their streamers like Tfue, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're dipping their toes into the keyboard industry.
Oh.
And they have a keyboard coming out in like 3 days that's available for maybe pre-order or just buying, and they're going to start shipping on December. But yeah, it's $350 MSRP US dollars off the bat. And it's an interesting layout. So it's a full, you should pull up a picture. It's a full LCD screen on the keyboard. So when you peel away the keycaps, you'll see switches. and underneath those switches, there's a full screen, and it's an interactive screen,
Oh yeah, I've seen these.
and it's built with Unreal Engine 5.
Unreal Engine 5, yeah.
And they're claiming that this will be like the pinnacle of enthusiast gear, which I don't think it will be. I think it'll be more of a collector's thing. But I mean, that keyboard will only work if you have clear keycaps, which I think that's how they'll sell it. Or else, what the fuck is the point of the LCD screen?
Yeah.
So I'm interested in seeing what. I feel like it'll hurt to look at after a while. It's an LCD screen. Like, you're looking at your keyboard, and it's like a screen. You're looking at another screen that you can type on. But I mean, possible creative work for Unreal Engine 5 users.
Yeah, that's true.
They can include whatever, like a wallpaper. I don't know. It's supposed to be interactive. Like, it's like, to me, it just feels like a gimmick.
Mhm.
But you know, I think it's cool that they're doing. I think it's a bit ambitious, but I think it's cool. I don't think enthusiasts will buy this keyboard. I think it'll just be more for people that are just hype buying Finalmouse products.
Yeah.
Because like, you just gotta think about like how long is that LCD screen is gonna last? Like, just the longevity of it. You're getting crumbs in
That makes
there.
sense.
And like, keystrokes has been tested for a long time. Like, you're like, oh, this key has 50 million keystrokes. It's like, cool, durable, whatever. It's like LCD screen. Like, damn, it's. I think it's a bit much, but at a nice price of $350, get yourself a one of a kind keyboard that you won't see on the market. So I think.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Have you seen it with like the whole koi fish?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I'm looking at it's on Twitter.
There's some leaks.
Yeah, I saw it. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's coming out, man. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I'd like to see a review by someone. I assume it's going to be pretty heavy, because
I feel like a lot of people aren't going to show their keyboards.
No,
there's going to be some nasty things on the LED screen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it'll be a great experience.
It's just going to be porn. That's it. It's going to be a lot of Valorant players with freaking hentai on there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Playing games, look down, get bricked up, crazy.
Exactly. You know, I got to do it for my waifu as he looks at his keyboard.
Oh my god! And it's interactive, bro. Like, you press a certain key, she just starts like moaning and shit. I don't really understand the whole interactive part, but yeah,
that's crazy. Man, you know how we were just talking about the Xbox thing? So I was on Twitter, and like I was looking at the thing, and I scrolled down, and I saw this. It was 8 minutes ago. Ninja did a whole like ad, I guess. You know, with Samsung TVs, right? The Samsung Smart TVs, you can get Xbox Game Pass on it, and you can just cloud game off the Samsung TV. All you need is a controller.
Oh my god! Like an Xbox? Oh yeah, Xbox controller. Obviously, that's how cloud gaming works. Damn. Yeah,
with the Xbox gaming app on the Samsung. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's like a new console, bro.
Yeah, because cloud gaming with Xbox, you're playing off the Xbox servers. All you have to have is a good internet connection. So it's like, if you just Ethernet cord your Samsung Smart TV into your router, you got constant internet connection.
Yeah,
and it's like you just cloud game. That's it. And Fortnite is on Xbox Game Pass, because Fortnite wasn't, because it's on Game Pass. That way, mobile players can play the cloud gaming version of it. That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Ninja tweeted this, or what? What does Ninja do with this?
So I still can't believe I play Fortnite game and hundreds of other games on smart TVs, Samsung smart TVs without a console or PC. I teamed up with Xbox and Samsung Gaming to bring a new way of gaming to you. I'll send you the link so you can see it.
That'll be a good experience to like like single player, casual type. I
Yeah,
assume
for
there's
sure.
like, is there input lag? There has to be.
Not if you have a good internet connection.
Oh, that's
If,
pretty
if
sweet.
you have a stable internet connection, there's no input lag.
Yeah, so you're not server side limited.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get some water.
Okay. What you got?
So, there's been a burst of popularity in this app called Lensa AI,
Okay.
and I don't know if you've seen. There's this big trend going on TikTok. Where people are like, "This is how a POV how it look like with AI on my face," and it's like super like aesthetic, chiseled, whatever. It just makes you look good, no matter
Yeah.
how you do it.
Yeah, I wanted to try it, but then it's an iPhone app, right?
iPhone app. No, there's one.
Oh, it's not?
No, Samsung.
No, I didn't.
So there's controversy surrounding this app that not a lot of people know because they're, as the way trend goes, people just do it. They see it, they do it.
Yeah.
So the controversy is that it's fairly unethical because, and this is the controversy part of it. You can let me know what you think about it. They collect a database. They have a database, so they need to sample different artworks from different people, and allegedly they were stolen, but I think they debunked that.
Oh, okay.
So they're sampling a lot of different. They have to because the AI has to learn and make the photo. And the big controversy before the stolen images is that it's basically stealing work from artists. And now that this app exists, you're not gonna, like, if you're on budget, you're not gonna commission someone like $30-$40 even more to make like a logo for you, whatever. People that don't even stream do that. Use this app, and it's like you pay $5 or less to get like 10 different variations of crazy AI photos that look good. I've seen people use it as profile pictures too. And the main complaint is that like artists are, they're losing work because of this app. And I think at its height, in one day, this app earned $500,000.
Well, because you have to pay for it, right?
Yeah, you got to pay for it. It's a paid service. You upload 10 photos, and then it's like within 24 hours, they give you the result. And they make you pay for it because of like the whole computing aspect. And the whole before the artist one was that like if it's stolen work and they're monetizing it, it's like then that's like you're taking money away from those people. But that's been debunked. And the main thing now is that it's like you're doing dirty. You're doing dirty to the artists that actually draw and take the time to draw, and you're leaving it up to like a computer basically. To do that work.
Yeah, I mean, with that, it's definitely understandable. But we definitely have to know as a society that AI and robots or machines are definitely have taken. This has happened before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Car manufacturing companies, right? Like that used to be people in the warehouses doing all that stuff. They made machines that did it to little to no error and did it in quicker time, and they replaced them, right? Like it sucks. Like I get it. If it was stealing, then yeah, for sure, you definitely have to make sure to pay the artists their dues. But if it's just AI sampling people's works, now if it's like taking bits and pieces and like, making the art that way, or if it's just learning based off other people's art, what's that different to a human? You know what I mean? Like as human, we recreate other people's art so that way we learn, right? It's kind of like the same way with AI. And I can definitely see, like, as an artist, I can see both sides of the coin, right? I can see how it's like, damn, that sucks. Like you'd rather do that. I don't know how much you have to pay for Lenza.
It's not much. It's not much.
It's not much.
No.
Yeah. So I mean, like, it's it's just another thing that machines will soon take over, and like take certain jobs from people. Because if there's an AI that is going to do the work better than a human, why not just use the AI?
Yeah.
Spend the time and the money on a person that can develop an AI to generate images for me. Why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have that on deck at all times, and I don't have to pay anybody. I just go to the AI and boom. But that's if like someone made it from the AI for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this, in a sense, if this can give me what I want, how I want it at a cheaper rate, then why not just go for the AI?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it sucks for the artists. It does, but in a field that is competitive, they have to adapt. Unfortunately, like that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
And that's what sucks. Because like when it comes to artists, like they are in a competitive field. Because it's like
they are.
Yeah, you know what I mean. There's always somebody that's going to be making something that you make less than you. You have to show me why I need to go to you for $30 when I can go to him.
There's always
for
someone
15.
better. That's
there's always someone
with creative work, and it's not just art; it's just anything creative based.
No, yeah, you're totally right.
But
it does suck. It does suck to see like an AI like take your job. You're like, fuck, you know?
Yeah. So it's just that's the concept. There's no like, surefire answer. It's like people either love it or they hate it, and I think vast majority is that people love it because it's like
it's quick and easy.
One payment, 24 hours. Plus on TikTok, whatever. You look like, feel good about yourself.
And again, you know what that comes down to? That comes down to TikTok. What kind of sucks? Like TikTok in itself has gotten us trained that we want things quick.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like we watch those 10 to 15 second videos, and then the moment that we get to a TikTok video that's 3 minutes, we hope to God there's that scroll feature on the bottom of their video so I can get to the good part. You know? And now, like when it comes to other goods and services, we want it fast, we want it quick, you know?
Yeah. It's the reward complex, they call it.
Yep.
It's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But
hey, can this thing give me fucking emotes or what?
I mean, it's called Lenza, and if you wanted to try it,
yeah, I downloaded it.
I'd be interested in seeing what Staha would think about it, because he was very much into the whole art department, right? He was what did he do? Like what's that?
He just did art. I think he was going into like graphic design, but he never finished it.
Okay.
But he just likes to draw.
Yeah.
So I think he would do it to see it, but I think he would still like to do his own kind of work.
Yeah. I guess in that sense, you can't really lose that.
Yeah.
You can always draw. Like if you're like, that's what I feel like most people should draw for pleasure.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like if you make it as a job, then it's like you have to. Yeah. You also have to watch out because it's your job now. Yeah. And so it's like you got to be prepared for everything.
Yeah. But the way it's going, I feel like AI stuff with artwork is going to become way more popularized to the point where it's going to be like customizable. Because right now it's just like random,
Yeah, I don't know what
you don't get to choose what type of images get projected. The general trend is that like it's like Norse god, Greek god type.
Oh.
And then there's also like the cyberpunk type. And yeah, those are like the two main trends with these AI arts.
Oh, so people are just sending them photos, and it's like, because like this thing here is like change the background, touch up a photo.
Yeah.
And it's like art styles, turn photos into paintings using AI. And it's like, Oh my god, I'm a painting now.
Yeah. So it went from filters to now AI.
God
And
damn!
yeah,
It's $30 a year. It's a subscription.
yeah, but you can pay for a single print, I think.
I have to get a 7-day trial if I want to do this.
Yeah, it's a trial, bro. I think that's what most people do. I don't think anyone pays $30 a month.
Oh, it's $30 a year. Sorry,
Okay.
it's $250 a month. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, click of a button.
Oh,
Yeah.
I downloaded that. I'm never gonna fucking open it again. You know how many apps I've downloaded on my phone
Yeah.
and never touched again?
I've been seeing a lot of this AI stuff on TikTok. I was like, I just want to stop seeing this.
I saw it a lot on Twitter.
And then
like everyone.
Yeah. And I looked more into it, and then all the problems that people are facing. But in reality, 99% of the people that use the app don't give a fuck. So
yeah, it's usually the people that have that money to spend, and they're like, cool. But then also too, because they have that money to spend, you have the people that will then complain to them, be like, you use that and you took money away from starving artists. And it's like, that starving artist, it's mean, but should get another job while they work with their hobby. You know what I mean? Like, because if you're just an artist and you're just working on art all day and you're barely making ends meet, you better get a second job to help make that ends meet, so that way you can keep doing your art. 100%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always see those messages.
I saw a post. So I watch a lot of Smosh, and one of the cast, Damien, I follow him, and then he did the whole AI art, posted on Instagram. He got a lot of shit. He's the person that I've seen get the most shit. It's like, I'm so disappointed in. It's like, of course, typical white, cis white male. And what that post confused me because he realized how much shit he was getting. So he made an apology under the post he made. He's like, I regret doing this. And then he also made a Twitter post, be like, going forward, I'm not going to use this. It's like super unethical, blah, blah, blah. And then he said all that. And then I'm like, but your post is still up there.
He's like, I like the way it looks, man.
And that's literally what he said. He's like, well, what's done is what's done. I like the way it looks. So he kept it up there. And then more people commented. It's like, why are you apologizing for thing you've already done? And then it's like still up there. It's like going against what you're saying essentially. But I don't know. It's
I don't think if you use the AI thing, I don't think that you should apologize. Honestly, like, that's your money. Spend it how you want it.
Exactly.
Right.
Unless it's unethical, unless it's like,
yeah,
then
that's true.
If
you're supporting something that's very terrible, but AI images, people shouldn't give them shit on that. You know what I mean? Like,
just computer.
People buy essential oils. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right.
Like, let me spend fucking $250 a month on a goddamn AI photo while you get your fucking hibiscus oils, and hopefully that cures your bunions on your feet. You know what I mean?
And
like,
God knows how that's produced.
Come on. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no.
There's just some people that feel like they need to take it amongst themselves to bring down someone that necessarily wouldn't give two shits about them if they pass each other on the street. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, a lot of it, when it comes to like social media aspects, there's that what's that whole like relationship to where it's like the viewers feel like they're like
they're entitled.
They're entitled, yeah. But they're just like very intertwined with that person's life.
Yeah, but
and it has a very bad dynamic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The viewer
that's what
and the creators should not owe each other anything. Like if you're paying for a subscription that they provided and they promise a certain thing and then they deliver, you shouldn't be complaining. You're paying for what you're getting for what you pay for.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, it just sucks. That's
It's
one
like
thing I'm
if
glad I'm not like super up there, because that's crazy.
yeah, and it's like if you have an image of me in your head, get that the fuck out
Yeah.
because just see me as I am because most likely what you think in your head, I might
You
not
don't know
live up
them.
to those standards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like don't put me on a fucking
I don't know them.
pedestal
Yeah.
when like I almost just shit my pants 30 minutes ago. So
Yeah.
it's like don't put me on a
I
goddamn
think that's
pedestal.
why fandoms are so dangerous when it comes to celebrities and online personas. They build like a whole complex around this person. And it's like, damn, they're
Yeah.
just a person. Or you're like praising a fucking child predator. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what
Yeah.
goes on behind the scenes. It's all you know, whether it's a persona, it's a personality. It's like it's a random person. You're praising a stranger,
And also
essentially.
to yeah, one big thing that I have noticed is, Speed,
Yeah.
his fandom is very crazy.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
crazy.
let me take that back. His fandom is very I guess I don't want to say crazy because that isn't the right term.
Toxic,
No, not toxic. I would say they're
impulsive.
very impulsive. Yeah, I guess. They're very set in their own ways. That's what I'm gonna say. They're very
Sure.
set in their own ways, right? And it's like the whole speed community all kind of follows the same beat of the drum, right? They
Yep.
back their streamer, they back their content creator. Did you see what he did at at the World Cup?
No.
Have you seen anything on this? There's this huge
No.
thing that's going on.
No.
So he said some things. He was recording, he was live streaming, and there was an Asian man that came up and immediately he said konnichiwa.
Oh,
Immediately. He yelled it, right?
of
Because
course.
Speed, he's always very out shouting for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's his thing.
um
Like a rat.
so very loudly said it. And the guy said that he's Chinese. And then he said he yelled konnichiwa like three to four times more, even though the guy said he was Chinese. And then he said something that sounded racist. Like when it came to like the Chinese, like when he said that he was Chinese, he kind of said something that sounded racist. I don't want to say it, but anyway, it sounded kind of racist. He later on that night, he ends up apologizing, right? And it's like he apologizes, and so I don't necessarily know if his whole shtick when he's on camera is just a act. You know what I mean? Like if he's just acting that way just because like he knows like those Zoomer kids are gonna be all in on it. You know what I mean? And it's like he gets a lot of shit that is well deserved because the stuff that he comes out and says and does, like a grown person shouldn't act like that. I know that he's still young, but it's like he shouldn't act like that. And then a lot of the older streamers, I think there's a guy named Destiny, YouTube streamer, who was now receiving backlash because he was talking about speed. And he definitely said it wrong, right? Destiny said this whole new legion of black Zoomer streamers, for as much as they talk about how all white people scream at the camera, I feel like that's all they do. So I feel like he was a little more blunt with how he said it, and he probably could have worded it a little bit better.
He's always like that, though.
He didn't have to say black Zoomers.
No.
He could have just said Zoomers in general, right? Like white, black, whatever race you are, like Zoomers in general, the new streamers, yeah, they're loud, right? But I feel like when it comes to speed, there's people that are around him. I know Kai basically like was mad at Destiny and like rebutted and said a whole bunch of stuff. But I feel like they need to talk to Speed about this. You know what I mean? Like he needs to be educated a little bit more when it comes to like being in public and being on, social media like this, because it's sad to say, but he's kind of molding the new generation. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just, they're going to think that that's okay. And it's not.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's pretty bad.
he goes and apologizes, but it's just like,
Yeah.
you already said it and it's on camera. So it's
Yeah.
like, people are still going to be like, no, yeah, we believe you. We believe. And there's people that's like, I heard what you said. Like, you
Yeah.
can't backtrack that. You know what I mean?
What's that? Yeah. The problem is he's so young, and I don't think he has a grasp of like how much influence he has.
Yeah.
And maybe he does, and he's just doing this because it's getting him all this money and attention. And he's like,
That's true.
you know, once you're so deep, maybe he feels like there's point of no return. You know, It's like, what if I act a different way? And it's like, yeah, I don't know. He definitely needs some type of mentor. I think any young streamer that's, you know, skyrocketing and doesn't have that gradual growth, they need. It's like another way of parenting. You know, like you're in a society. Like you got to act a certain way and not just be like a fucking crazy
Definitely
squirrel.
a mentor for sure. Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
yeah, that shit's crazy. Yeah, you got anything else?
no, I mean, I guess the last thing I was gonna talk about WoW, but I think we'll just do that another time because we're pretty far in now.
It's a big episode. It's gonna have to be, you know.
Yeah, I'll save it for another.
Dang it.
Yeah, you know, dude, it's like it's gonna go 2 hours, bro.
No, I want to know. I want to know what you think about WoW. You've played. You're 40 levels in.
I'll give you a short
by yourself.
rundown.
We haven't played together on it, so we haven't like grouped up or done anything. You've done your own thing.
So I never came up in the traditional MMORPG style, and WoW is more on that side. So it's a lot of like point and click. So like you point, click the abilities, and that's like the fight system or the fighting mechanic within that game. And I'm more used to like dynamic fighting. So like New World, that's dynamic.
Yeah.
That's not point and click. There's like an aspect of aiming. But yeah, that took a little bit of time to get used to because I just never started there. So it's like a new thing I had to adjust to. And it's an older thing. So I like it definitely a lot more now that I'm adjusted to it. Older graphics. There's like a monthly subscription. I don't mind older graphics. I have a hard time with it. That's like one of my biggest issues when it comes to any form of entertainment, whether it's gaming or anime. I have a really hard time with the older illustrations of things. So like Naruto, like Dragon Ball, like all the older graphics, I'm spoiled to the graphics just get better and better. And that's where I started. So it's hard to like regress essentially.
Yeah.
And WoW was the same thing for me. It's like these graphics are like fucking, they're not trash, but they were, I'm sure they were like, you know, great at the time, but they kind of just stayed there. Improved a little bit, but still around the same. So I mean, I like the graphics now. It's I'm getting used to it. My eyes are adjusting, and you know, I'm enjoying the game a lot. I don't know what it is. I don't know like where my point of interest lies within WoW because it's definitely not the story. When it comes to games, I don't look at the story. Maybe like single player games was more story oriented. So I don't care about the story. I think for me it's just like there's just so much that I can't get bored. So there's so much content. You go to a new area, there's different like enemy types. You have like dozens of abilities. Leveling up is pretty satisfying. Questing, like you quest. I think I just reached like 120 quests completed today. You know, you go, maybe some people that think that's, you know, it's mundane, but it's like I don't know, it's like cathartic when you finish a quest. When you finish like 4 and like, oh, I get to turn it in. Maybe I'll get a level. But yeah,
it's nice to see that little XP bar just go doot doot doot.
Yeah. So I like the game a lot more. Like this is like peak of my interest
Mm.
right now. Like I've never liked it this much. Like before, I liked it and then I fell off. I think we both did. And yeah, now that like Dragonflight's out, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's been a good experience. I'm thinking about WoW right now, so I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I think for me is like I'm trying to give game more of a chance and give it a proper go, because I think in this day and age there's so many games, and a lot of them at the end of the day they become disposable because you can just go into the next game. And I did that with WoW. I don't think I gave it a fair chance because I was just like, oh, this is just a game I'm playing with Jacob. But I also wanted to get into it because you're like so passionate about WoW. And I'm just like, I want to like get into that space because it seems like a great game. And now that I'm in it, it's a great game. So I guess I'm going to go into it with a different mindset, giving it more of a shot. And now that I'm paying for the subscriptions as well, I can hold myself a little bit more accountable. And yeah, 10 out of 10. I guess the only gripe I have, which I talked about with you, is just the whole guide aspect. I think.
Oh yeah.
It's just this game is so well seasoned that they have a lot of players and they don't need to cater to new players. Like they don't need to. They don't need to. It's a game that's, self-sustaining probably for another decade. Like as long as they keep releasing new stuff and maybe updating the graphics a little bit, changing, the UI changed recently. I love the UI. They can keep going. It's like they built this whole empire of thing that like it's good. I'm enjoying
The thing
it.
that amazes me is the fact that this game over 18 years hasn't duplicated itself it always has something new to add, which is crazy. 18 years. And it's like they added a UI change and it's like, oh my God, like this is cool. Like it just makes it feel fresh and new. And it's like, yeah, like you said, as long as they keep making content and they keep doing things like that, it's gonna last for a lot longer. And like there's always an MMO that's gonna come out that's gonna be a WoW killer. And it's like WoW's still here standing,
But what's great about MMORPGs is that the longer it's around, the more powerful it becomes. Like MMO comes out, sure, it might kill off for a month, but then that game, once people run through it, there's like nothing more. It's like it's impossible to keep up with the content. Like that's what happened with New World. I don't play New World until there's a big update. It's like, but wow, it's been around for almost 20 years. There's a plethora of content, and I think that's like their strength is like no MMORPGs can compete with that. Maybe Final Fantasy,
that's true.
That's another one I want to try out eventually. Not right now. There's too much shit going on. But
and the thing is too, what's great about WoW is like if you feel like you're getting bored on your character, well, guess what? You can make a new character. Sure, you're going through and doing the same quests all over again, but it's a different experience because you have a whole new abilities and different character lookout and like the way that you're running on a mount and things like that. It's like it's a little bit different. It's nice. And like you said, there's so much content. It's a whole world. So it's like even if you just follow what they tell you to follow, like you play the game, you do Battle for Azeroth or Shadowlands, you go to the Dragonflight and you do that. When you're done, it's like, well, I kind of want to see what happened in Burning Crusade. You go talk to Chromie, and then you'll take you through the Burning Crusade questline, and you can see what the Outlands look like back in 2008. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just crazy.
And it also speaks a lot, like when you're like you've played for a while, like you've had this big relationship with WoW, and it's like even you're discovering new things here and there. And that's like that speaks a lot to a game.
Like yesterday, I know there was a lucky penny in there.
It's like, damn, this is cool. It's like some things like you discover and you're like, whatever. It's like the same shit. It's like the whole penny thing. I
was like, there's a penny in here. I was like, oh, it's an achievement. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know this.
And I think WoW is one of the games that like really popularized mounts. Like they are also known for their mounts. Like they have crazy mounts,
And wait till you get into the transmogging. Transmog your gear.
No game has been able to keep up with like aesthetics and mount diversity as this game. Maybe Final Fantasy. Okay, we'll keep Final Fantasy in there. I think that game like rivals pretty well. It's
I
very
haven't
similar
played
to
it,
WoW.
so I don't necessarily know. Yeah,
but yeah, great
it's interesting.
game. Yeah.
When are you gonna get Rebecca into it? You guys can just duo the crap out of some World of Warcraft. Y'all can explore the worlds together.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I learn about it a little bit more so that I can teach her, because when there's a lot of information, she's typed to get just like overwhelmed with the game. And I'm like, dude, there's no roadmap for this game. Like, you just kind of go in and you do whatever. But I mean, that could also just be an attraction for her. Maybe, I don't know. I talked about it with her. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah. Well, you were explaining the whole shaman stuff. And she was like, so when are you gonna get me into WoW? I was like, she's like, really play with me? I was like, yeah, I will. I don't know jack shit about this game. So we'll be doing things, Yeah,
if you guys do it together. I mean, if you guys both don't know anything, y'all figuring it out together, y'all exploring a whole new world together, and y'all can go and find. I'm pretty sure there's like toys and shit like that. You can have like a picnic together.
That's good. Yeah,
because like if you're a mage, you can bring out this like a conjuring table, and you can get like snacks and for food and eat. And you just sit down and eat. Yeah. And there's beautiful places you can go all over Azeroth and Outlands and stuff like that. You can find cool places, but yeah, it'd be funny to see y'all just running together.
That would be funny. Yeah, that's WoW, but that's short.
All right, you know what? I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
and I'm trying my best to not like pressure you to like party with me or do certain things, and
I mean,
I'm letting you find your own footing.
I'm in, bro. I'm locked in.
Oh, I'm wait till you get to Dragonflight. We're doing dungeons together.
Yeah.
When it gets to Dragonflight, we both can do the dungeons as you're leveling, and so I can get my gear, my guy geared up and everything.
For sure.
Because we got nothing but time when it comes to trying to do raids and shit.
Oh yeah.
Because they'll keep adding more raids. That's World of Warcraft. There's not just one raid. They'll keep adding more. There's 8 bosses, and usually these raids, unless you're in a guild that is fucking locked in and ready to go, like you'll be doing those raids like as a guild for a long time, progressing slowly.
For sure. All right. Well, you want to add anything? One last thing.
Listen, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and share it with friends. If you're listening on Spotify or Google Podcasts, make sure to give us 5 stars. Also, in the YouTube comments, just leave some comments for us, what you would like us to talk about, or if you have any questions, just stuff that you would like to see. Again, we appreciate all the support. You can catch us on our Twitch channels. You got Cross there. You got me, UP18. Definitely stop by, join the Discords if you can, and ask any questions that y'all have.
Perfect.
That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.